Days ago vowed to abstain from food to bring awareness to the need for a bipartisan remedy for our broken immigration system. Support for the fasters is growing, with groups joining across the country in solidarity. Like many others in the U.S., they want to find a solution for the immigrant families living in this great country that they call home. We can all agree that it is time to modernize our immigration laws. Fixing what is broken will not be an easy task, but it will bring benefits to our nation, which can be strengthened and reinvigorated by those hardworking individuals. I encourage my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to reach across one another, begin a conversation, and resolve this issue. We can work together to secure our borders and honor the rule of law while addressing the problems in our immigration system with solutions that reflect our American principles. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from California seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent to address the House for 1 minute, revise and extend my remarks.
If the gentlewoman would suspend for 1 minute. The chair will remind all persons in the gallery that they are here as guests of the House and that any manifestation of approval or disapproval of proceedings is in violation of the rules of the House. The gentlewoman may proceed.
I thank the gentleman for recognition and understanding the rules of the House. Nonetheless, I would like to say how honored we all are that our special guest, led by Eliseo Medina, are here as part of the Fast for Families. I want to join the distinguished ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, now former chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Congresswoman Ros-Lehtinen, in saying I too visited the Fast for Families, and I fast for immigration. Where the button. I'm so proud that our House of Representatives showed its respect to the strength of the message of our guest here today. Because immigration is about America. It's who we are by and large, a nation of immigrants. It's the constant reinvigoration of our country. Every person who comes here with his or her hopes, dreams, and aspirations for a better future, the optimism for the future, courage to come, to work hard, to play by the rules. That invigorates America, and the tradition of family and community and the rest. Really, every immigrant who comes with those values and those goals makes America more American. I also rise, Mr. Speaker, to talk about a place where immigration and health come together, and I thank President Obama for lifting the travel ban on those affected with HIV. It had been my original intent to seek recognition to talk about World AIDS Day, which we observed yesterday, but wanted to pay my respects to those who are fasting for immigration. Our work on the HIV/AIDS has been a product of bipartisan cooperation in this Congress over a long period of time. In the White House, though, first with President Clinton, we increased the bilateral programs to fight AIDS, and we helped create, authorize, and fund the Global Fund. Then, under the leadership of President Bush, we established PEPFAR and provided the necessary funding to ramp up the emergency response to the crisis. President Obama has strengthened those efforts and boosted our investments by launching the National HIV/AIDS Strategy. In addition to that, President Obama announced that PEPFAR would not only reach its goal of providing treatment for 6 million people by 2013, but will exceed that target by providing 6.7 million people with life-saving treatment. This is a tribute to the leadership of President George W. Bush and to President Obama. True today, President Obama went further and signed the PEPFAR and Global Fund reauthorization bill into law, and I'm proud that President Obama has announced a U.S. commitment of $1 for every $2 provided by other donors, up to $5 billion through 2016. This marks a likely $1 billion increase over previous years. That means more lives saved, the quality of life increased. Our work is far from finished. HIV and AIDS, it's a really resourceful disease. That virus ever mutating, just when you think that we have it in our sights, it changes. And so we have to be resourceful in our approach to the HIV AIDS virus, because we will not allow HIV and AIDS to claim so many lives when we have within our means the science, the prevention, the care, the search for a cure to make a difference. One of the most exciting parts of it is that we will now be able to have an AIDS-free generation of transmittal from mother to child, which is quite a remarkable, among other remarkable aspects of it. But this is a really important issue about our values as a country, our concern for people in our community, and globally across the world, which takes us back to the beautiful reception that our fasters for immigration received when they were here earlier. As a mom and as a grandmother, I would encourage them not to fast very much longer, but I want them to know that we all recognize their sacrifice, understand the need to pass comprehensive immigration reform, and hope that that will happen soon. With that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back the balance of my time. Thank you.
They are truly deserving not only of our applause, but also of our admiration. After fasting for over 3 weeks, these committed reformers have successfully drawn attention to the pressing need to pass immigration reform. As members of Congress, we cannot ignore the steadfast devotion that these advocates through further inaction. Along with the majority of this country and the majority of the House of Representatives, these tremendous leaders know we need comprehensive immigration reform now. Unfortunately, the House leadership continues to irresponsibly block common sense bipartisan reform by refusing to let the full House vote. Mr. Speaker, these bold leaders deserve more than applause. They deserve a vote, and they deserve it now. I yield back the balance of my time.